Dylan and I met going to Icon. We sat next to each other in class and both kind of like dubstep and stuff and got along, and then after Icon we like decided to move in together and start making music. We were just hanging out with some friends one day and like thinking of silly names for projects, and we were like, yeah, that's cool. And then and then at some point we added dots. We were like, okay, how many dots? And it's like, obviously not 3 dots, but 2 is probably good. A lot of our project is just like first thing we think of, and then it's like, yeah, that's cool, and then we do it.
There's a lot of troll undertones to everything we do, and just like internet culture. We get a kick out of acting stupid around people or like doing things like wrong intentionally. At first people didn't get it and it was all formal, and now people will just like send us dog pictures or something or like a meme, and we're like, yeah, there you go.
I feel like a lot of like electronic music and like the music scene, everything has a very serious brand to it. I feel like a lot of it's really silly, honestly, and like we're just trying to show people that like you can be silly and it can still be like cool and fun. When we first sat in the studio together, Dylan was really into dubstep, so he was using like a lot of synths and stuff, and then so we like started a song and he like got massive out, and I was like, wait, like let's just use like weird sounds or something, and he was like, what? And then he like started throwing all these weird effects on it and stuff, and then it became like this really cool thing. And that's like a part of how we can make our sound so like versatile but still kind of sound like us. Our creative process kind of starts with me like just throwing a beat down and like throwing some sounds in, and then I kind of hand it off to Dylan, and he'll do like the sound design and then like mix it and make it like clean and stuff, and then we kind of go back and forth from there, like writing and mixing and sound design.
Our biggest inspiration really was Art of Flow. We both like really clicked with that class, and it just showed us a different way of like thinking about going into making music.
He was talking about all these ideas about like creativity and like expressing yourself, and it all was stuff that like I already was kind of doing, but to hear someone say it was like, oh wow, like I'm on the right path. We started which was like 2 years ago maybe. We've basically been like living off of Craigslist jobs, and like I was like Santa's elf at the mall.
When I moved in, we had like no money saved up. We didn't have the first month of rent even. I told my mom like the day before I was moving out, she didn't believe me.
That's been like a big part of it for us, is like we've been very uncomfortable and like we never know where the money's coming from, but at this point like we're so used to it, and we just trust that like it'll work out, and it has been so far because we're like following our path and doing what we think is right.
And we've made it work for like years, and don't be afraid to like turn down opportunities that come up if they don't feel right to you, because like quick money doesn't mean anything.
The sooner you start like following your heart and your intuition and not like what you think you're supposed to do, then like everything will start coming to you.